Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Williamsburg, Virginia. Now we're going to go another one on the list. Some of my favorite attractions. We're at the Ripley's, believe it or not, here. And it is a smaller one, but I feel every Ripley's has something important, something cool to give us. So we try to go to all of them. And don't let the plain looking building fool you. This is a Ripley's, believe it or not. All the good stuff's on the inside. I know some of them have crazy facades and this one doesn't. But it's weird. It's right on the strip in Williamsburg with all the tourist stuff before you get to the historic stuff. And we're going to go inside and show you what it's about. So step right up. Let's go for this ride. And we're in. Since we are in Colonial Williamsburg, we have a Needlepoint George Washington, the father of our country. These are my favorite junk art figures. Definitely stuff I love. And if I was in making stuff, if I could see this.
It's a matchstick Capitol building. That is crazy.
I like compared to some of the other matchstick buildings, how some of these matchsticks look like they've been wood burned to create different colors in them.
Yeah, it's got matchsticks, wood splints, and dowels.
It took over a year. What's crazy is when you start noticing all the detail in the top. There. Really got the architecture details down. It wouldn't be a Ripley's, believe it or not, without Robert Wadlow. At first I thought this gorilla was made out of tires like a lot of the Ripley's have. No, he's actually made out of nails. You see the points of him? Now this is a real interesting thing. Here we have an albino lion. Now I said lion, not lioness. You would think, because there's no mane, that it would be a female lion, but no, because of the genetic things that made it albino, it couldn't grow a mane. I like this, the giant boot. Finding a boot last to fit this shoe would be real common. Belonging to a Yorkshire farmer who was over 8 feet tall. The shoe is in approximately size 20 and weighs 5 pounds. I also love the Chinese pedestal shoes. Wow. This cane is actually made out of shark vertebrae. We have tattoo artist kit from Burma.
I'm so glad you'll be able to see. I look for the art, the unbelievable. I've met women with necks 15 inches long. A man with a horn growing from the top of his head. But I've uncovered wonderful works of art created from the most unlikely materials. Many of these are on display in this show. And then ask yourselves if you believe it or not.
What's in the box, Joy? What's in the box? I always find this fascinating. It's the Bust of Ripley. Well, this is a replica of it, showing that one time Ripley had his bust made by an artist named Mark Shoesmith, who's actually blind.
And his popular advertising gimmick in England. But I didn't know if it was like directly exactly from like the Ripley company.
Yeah, it is interesting that cigarette companies in England, popular advertising gimmick, put Ripley's Believe It or Not cards in their cigarettes in the 1930s. They say if you have a complete set of the 100 cards, it's worth several hundreds of dollars. We even have Ripley slippers at this one. Oh, Japanese snakeskin violin. It's funny how the metal violin over here actually looks like it has wood grain in it. This is an awesome piece. I've never seen another Ripley's. It's a piece of metal from Tin Can Island in the South Pacific, and it got that name because swimmers once delivered mail between the island and passing ships in tin cans. Now, all Ripley's need a prison ship collection, but I like this. detective's toy gun projector. In the 1950s, in an attempt to popularize photography as a hobby amongst children, toy manufacturers invented the first pistol projector, the noon gun clock. It was set up like a sundial, and when the sun was at 12 noon, it would direct down the glass, igniting the cannon, having a little burst. Some beautiful trench art. Old fire extinguishers where you'd have to throw it into the fire and the chemical would help extinguish the flames. Those weren't good. That's why we don't use them anymore. Not that they didn't do their job, but they were harmful to humans. We've got some surgeon's bone saws and a French trefefin. Imagine they used to just drill a little hole in a human skull to relieve pressure. Ooh. But I love these. The quack medicine. Electricity cures many ills. We have a Victorian mechanical massager. Very primitive, but it would actually electrocute you to shock the muscle a little. They say prolonged use could lead to heart attacks. Old school pill maker. They would pour out powder medicine into the flat surface, then roll this device over the powder. The slots would push the powder together, and with repeated rolls, eventually produce a pill to swallow. Some more quack medicine. We could electrocute your hair and it'll grow. And bloodletting instruments. Ooh. American Civil War surgeon kit. Ooh, Chinese scrimshaw opium pipes. I love this scrimshaw turtle shell. Human bone flute. I wonder who thought about look at someone's leg and went, you know what? That'll make a good flute. It was because in Tibet, rather than make statues of deceased relatives, household items are made of the bones of the revered ancestors. And a classic in all Ripley's, believe it or not, the vampire killing kit. Ooh, this one has a little gun. I always love seeing the Tibetan skull bowls. Kapala skulls are so cool. We got everything here. We got mummified falcons. Even have a human skin mask. It's crazy. This bank is built in Utah in 1916, and the Salt Lake City company figured out the cheapest way to send 40 tons of brick to the building site is by regular parcel post. So they individually mailed each brick. After that, they said postal rules were promptly rewritten. You never go wrong with crushed penny. And this one is that nail gorilla.
Following in the footsteps of Theodore, back in 1937, the Gendro grew the entire state building and was greeted ecstatic throngs of awed well-wishers. Surrounded by mesmerized fans, Gendro was then whisked away in looking comfort. But Gendro was seldom alone. Cameras and fans magically appeared in 1923 where New York
Johnny Eck and Walter Hudson. He's coming around. Walter Hudson's coming around. Takes him a few minutes. There he is. Eric Sprague. And you're on TV. Oh, this is a cute two-headed calf. You want to race? At Speedway 500?
We're about to begin. The pace car is coming off the track. Green flag, we are racing. Looks like we have a very competitive field out there today. A couple top drivers.
Hey!
Number 3 wins the Speedway 500.
She beat me.
Not by that much.
She beat me. Well, she started with 3 balls. I only had 2. But then somehow I got a 3rd ball. I don't know where it came from. Ooh, devilish omen. 2-headed animals are considered a bad omen. And 2-headed bird. two-headed bird. But look at the two-headed kitten. He's so cute and tiny. So cute. Well, that guy really can bend some iron. John Brookfield bent this quarter-inch stick.
Yes, I
Also tore a deck of cards in half. When the lizardman Eric Sprague does his cinder blocks, he signed a bunch of the bricks for Ripley, believe it or not. Cobra! That's crazy. Bottled seafood. This antique bottle was found on the shores of Key West. They had live oysters. The oysters grew inside it. Fur-bearing trout. I'm surprised, Joy, they have fur-bearing trouts this far south in America. You know they grow in the cold waters. The German Wolpertinger. I like this one. Looks like a rabbit with some bigger wings, but I like the weird like chicken legs it has. We have stuff found in a cow's stomach, including some cow hairballs. World's rarest egg. Shown here is an extremely rare elephant bird egg. Discovered on the island of Madagascar, this egg is as big as 183 normal-sized chicken eggs and was laid by a flightless bird that grew over 12 feet tall. Woolly mammoth hair. The giant man-eating clam. They're right. This man would eat that giant clam. Ooh. We got one of the other must-have Roll Ripley's, the genuine shrunken head. I like this poison container and the human bone dagger. But look at the face on top of the human bone dagger. That's so cool. This knife sheath is actually made from crocodile skin. Here's another artifact from New Guinea. Worn as decoration and protection against insect bites by men. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments below. We have an African Maasai blood gourd. Now the Maasais would mix blood and milk to drink it to give strength. What a lot of people don't realize is they didn't kill the cows to get the cow blood. They would cut a little hole in the neck, and after they got the blood, they'd seal it up with mud. And the cow would just keep living, but they'd have their thing to drink the cow blood and milk. Always nice to see an Okipa suspension. Part of the Sundance ritual. What's interesting is we're looking at suspension. As I'm wearing a suspension t-shirt. It wasn't planned. I just went there. Hung out with my friends.
Wow.
Ooh, that is. That's one of the prettiest cannibal folks we've ever seen. All the beautiful carvings in it. I want to play the shooting gallery. Not today. It would have been cool to set up like a paleontologist work spot. We have the Triceratops Skull, and I love these wood models. I still have one or two of them from when I was a kid. Can't she do it? Or is she too tired from sitting in a car for 6 hours? Can she make the turn? Oh, look at those steady hands.
They're really not, if you actually see.
Yeah, but we also know how well I would have done, and I wouldn't even made it past the first turn. Wow. The skills, the concentration.
I don't even know if it's supposed to do time or anything.
No, it's just a matter of if you could do it or not.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I got that far.
Yeah. But the thing that distracted her was Spiderweb Frank Sinatra. Plastic molds that could change the shape of your vegetables. Look at this little guy. He's funny. I'm short and stout, Joy. I can't hold the camera and give you a spout. I'm sorry. Joy's really enjoying all these fun interactive games at this one.
I think they added it since like the last time we were here.
Last time we were here was 4 years ago in 2017.
Do you want to do like Tetris? Do you want to do like the snake game?
Snake game.
Okay, cool.
I lost. I ate myself. You win. Here we have some unusual sculptures. This one's actually made out of chewing tobacco. We have a George Washington made out of dollar bills that were so worn out that they were shredded and made it. We have a Statue of Liberty that looks like it has Abraham Lincoln on her chest or on her stomach, made out of chewed bubblegum, and a George Washington made out of popcorn. It's awesome. This woman's hanging upside down by magnets to roller skates. It was by Ding's Magnetic Company, showing how powerful the magnet was. It could hold a 120-pound woman. More matchstick buildings. That's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh, I always loved myself a ship in a bottle. All these impossible bottles. Look at this one with 3 different boxes of matches inside it. And they're filled with matches. And this one, good luck always, a little ship and lighthouse scene and in a light bulb and an arrow through an Old Spice bottle. How did they do it? This is cool. It's a carved walnut, and inside it is the Ripley's Museum in Mexico City. Enjoys playing more games. Are you picky with what you wear? You could wear an outfit made out of Fender guitar picks. This is interesting. You might be like, what is that dress made out of? It's made out of coffee filters. Old Honest Abe made out of butterflies. I have to believe it. He was Honest Abe. There's no not believing it. This awesome drawing of Rocky is actually every word in the script. With this Ripley's, they give you all tickets for all these different interactive games. This one you have to run around and touch whenever the things light up.
Decide and choose your color by pressing a sensor. You have chosen red in 3, 2, 1, rush!
Oh. Is it?
That's your station. You're.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's on station 1. You have to go fast. Gotta go fast.
More to the right.
More to the right. You're right. You're right.
More. Crisscross.
Crisscross. Crisscross.
Oh my god.
You gotta get them all.
Thanks for playing Atomic Rush. Red wins.
You won. Joy, believe it or not, I don't think it's part of the exhibit, but this is one of the smallest doors I've ever seen.
Yup.
This is interesting. Supposedly this swirl looks like Robert Ripley on a donkey. To see the image, lift the black cylinder and study the reflection. That's crazy. See it? There he is, riding a donkey. I want to go hang out with her. I have to get through this gate though. This is a spoiler. Don't look if you don't want to know the secret. How have you been? It's been a long time since we hung out. If my lip wasn't over my nose, I'd be able to tell you to subscribe to Joe and Joy Have Landed like this video, leave comments down below, and share with all your friends. But I can't because my lip is over my nose. But you can still do that stuff anyway.
Laser maze challenge.
We'll do medium.
Enter the maze.
Oh, so there's the master key. I guess I have to hit the master key.
Now you go get the money down there.
Oh, I have to get the money?
Objective met. Now go hold your hand on the red handset. You did. You escaped the vault. Good job.
I did it in 385.9. Broke 10 lasers. I couldn't even beat your mom. I gotta go to the bathroom. Women's is down there.
Uh-huh.
So I guess this is men's.
Probably.
Hey, close that door!
Buddy, I gotta go! I'm so embarrassed. My mistake. That wasn't. Men's is right here. It's funny. It's like the operation game, but you're using magnets instead of tweezers. Ooh. Could you get the little piggy? One left. Can she do it?
You know what, though? I only go buzzed.
10 times.
Which isn't bad, considering the other person that was there beforehand who said 56.
Okay. I have no head, Joy.
Oh no, you're upside down.
I'm all torso.
Oh boy. Oh, I hate it. Look at how they're just shaping the
This way? Well, here goes nothing. Time for a vortex tunnel. Whoa. 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 Some sketches of people that survived tragic, crazy accidents. Ooh, Victorian hair wreaths. Wow, could you imagine? This man spent 20 years in prison because his trousers split. He embarrassed the Empress Anne of Russia. Little known secret. Joy used one of these English man traps to trap me. And that's why I have these tattoos all over my legs, to block the scars from when Joy used this man trap to trap me.
Now you're going to tell fibs about that. I just laid like food out for you.
Well, that is true. I am Lunchbox. You never go wrong with interesting tombstones. Here lies a lot of dust. Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Beneath this stone, my wife doth lie. She's now at rest, and so am I. Oh! I like this. This is my favorite, a funny tombstone. Here lies John Yeast. Pardon me for not rising. Exit. Please exit through this door and head back to the front lobby. So that's it. That's the end of this Ripley's. We have to exit. Here goes nothing. So there you have it. Ripley's, believe it or not, Williamsburg.
Yep.
Like I said, it is one of the smaller Ripley's, believe it or not. But I still love going to them. Because the good thing is, it does have a lot of attractions that some of the other ones do not have. And the best way to see the whole collection of Ripley's is to go to all the Ripley's, believe it or not. Yep. But I think we can call this one for right now.
I think so.
Ripley's, believe it or not, Williamsburg. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life. I lost.